God, my eye looks so red. Oh, my face is also white. So many things are wrong today. But we're just going to ignore that. And my voice sounds very deep. We're going to ignore that and we're going to just do our weekly accountability meeting. Hey, you guys, I was this close. No, I said this close. I was this close to saying, I'm tired. I'm not going to do this meeting today. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Because why am I making excuses when I'm this close to my goal? See what I've noticed here. The closer you are to your goals, the more pressure you get to actually not do what you're supposed to do. I'll not even talk too much. The nations are waiting, the people are hungry, oh. The master is in need of vessels, so I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me, oh. I will make Jesus proud, we will many, the nations are waiting. You guys, that song has been in my head for like, in fact, the first thing let me even start a poll. How was your week? Really good, not so good. The nations are waiting, the people are hungry, oh. The master is in need of vessels, so I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me, oh. I will make Jesus proud, we be many, oh. You guys, I know my voice sounds shit, but excuse you, I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, like I always say, waiting for 3 minutes for more people to join before I start today's live session. Today's live session is going to be a tad bit different from our normal weekly accountability meeting. And when it's time to start, I will kind of explain the reason why. My nose is running, I'm tired, I'm weak, my body's spinning me. But the devil is a liar because I'm going to do this video. Have I brought out everything? I think so. Okay, that's the last one. Yeah, I brought out everything. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Okay, so we're 3 minutes in and we're going to start now. So, as usual, you guys know that I always do a weekly accountability meeting at the end of the week. So basically, Saturdays, I have the weekly accountability meeting just to basically go through the list of things that I told myself that I was going to do this week and to actually see if I did anything close to it or if I even, did anything close to the goals that I set for myself, yeah? So, your voice is so... Thank you. How was my week? My week was good. It was really productive. I'm actually really excited for this week and this week accountability meeting because this week I made a lot of progress. And yeah, you guys remember that I said that we are going to, what's the word? You guys remember that I just said that are you Muslim? If you're Muslim, have you fasted today? I'm not Muslim, I'm Christian. But yes, for the Muslims that are fasting, happy Ramadan. Yes, it's Ramadan. No, it's not. Is it? It's not Eid Mubarak. It's Happy Ramadan. Happy Ramadan to my Muslim friends that are fasting. But yeah, like I said, you guys remember that I said that I am going to, what's the word? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I said that this week's weekly accountability meeting. Oh, you're welcome. It is going to be different. Yeah. So yeah, normally what I do is that I just dive right into my last week, how it went and all of that. Then after that, plan my next week. But today I'm going to do my skincare. when I went live this morning, or rather this afternoon, was it the morning or afternoon? I went live earlier this afternoon, I think. Earlier today, I went live. I was doing my makeup because I was about to go for a friend's birthday party. When I was doing that video, I was like, I might come back here and do my nighttime routine and week accountability meeting or not, depending on how I feel. Now, I also checked my analytics, I think this morning, and we are 99 watch hours away from the first level of monetization. So that's really good. Really excited about that. But at the same time, I'm like, I have till tomorrow being 2nd of March. Yeah, tomorrow is 2nd of March. It's after tomorrow being 2nd of March. My mouth looks weird. God. To actually make like a very good progress when it comes to my watch hours, because you guys know that YouTube is like 5 days behind. I don't know if you guys know, but again, I'm just over explaining because I want to talk about something and it has been on my mind. I want to talk about it. I want to say something to somebody and all of that. But yeah, YouTube calculates your watch hours like 5 days previously. So the watch hours update I'm getting for today was what happened, I think, on the 24th of February. So, and I know that last year, 7th of March, there was a video of mine that did so well, and that video got me about, give or take, 240, let's say 250 watch hours. So in my head, I'm like, if by 2nd of March, which is tomorrow, if by 2nd of March, I've not gotten up to 99 watch hours, it means that I'm going to be like 200 and something hours like back again. And I'm like, God, that cannot actually happen. Like, I'll almost run crazy. I'll be so upset. So I'm doing everything in my power to try and get the watch hours to like be a lot between today and tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be starting with my nighttime routine. Enough about the whole watch hours thing, because I don't even think you guys understand. Yeah, we had school break this week. Oh, that's nice. But anyways, back to what I'm here to do. The first thing I'm going to be doing using on my face is the micellar vitamin C cleansing water, and this is from Garnier Skin Active. So I'm just going to use this on my face while I talk about my day. Okay, normally when I'm doing my nighttime routine here, what I do while I do my nighttime routine is that I talk about my day. But like I said, today is going to be different. I'll be talking about the weekly accountability meeting and how it is going. Normally, again, when I'm doing my weekly accountability meeting, I always talk about the 12-week year, what it is all about, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'll also be talking briefly about that. I'm talking briefly about the 12-week year and why I'm doing the 12-week year and what I stand to gain from doing the 12-week year. So if you guys don't know what the 12-week year is, God, that's a very, very, I don't know what's the word I'm trying to think of. Aggressive cleaning. That's what I'm trying to look for, aggressive cleaning. Oh, always good to see you. Oh, thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Anyways, yeah. So the 12-week year, like I always say, is just about urgency, sense of urgency. So think about it this way, yeah. You're about to create your New Year resolutions, yeah. So you're like, oh, this year I have these goals, these are the goals I have to achieve and all of that. Yeah, cool, no problem. If maybe one of your goals, for instance, is to basically lose weight, yeah, you say, oh, I'm going to lose 10 kg at the end of 2025. I say, okay, cool, no problem. If by October you've not lost that weight, yeah, in your head you're still telling yourself, I still have about 2 months, there's still time, right? I can still, sign up for the gym, I can start going on walks and all that. I can still make lifestyle changes, because you still have 2 months, right? But that is what the 12-week year removes. The 12-week year adds that sense of urgency. Because my eye is coming down because I'm tired. I'm tired and I want to sleep, but I have to do this video. Anyways, like I was saying, the 12-week year adds that sense of urgency. So instead of you to be thinking about your year in 12 months, you're thinking about it in 12 weeks. So a month becomes a week becomes a day, and all of that. So yeah, there's just that sense of urgency, right? And again, it helps the fact that you're breaking down these big goal that you have, you're breaking that into smaller, smaller things that you have to do, and you're tracking yourself week on week. You're checking, are you still on track with what you're supposed to do? Are you not on track? Like, is there anything that is off and all of that? You're making progress. At the same time, you're also looking back and saying, okay, I did not do this last week. Why didn't I do it? What could I have done better to make sure that I can do this thing that I'm supposed to do, right? Yes, so literally that's kind of like the whole weekly accountability stuff and all of that. The next product I'm going to be using is the Madagascar Centella Probio Seca Essence Toner, and this is it. So yeah, that is the way the weekly accountability meeting goes, just following the 12-week year. So now every week you're supposed to have a weekly accountability meeting. And a weekly accountability meeting is a meeting whereby you will go through your previous week. All the things you wrote down that you were going to achieve this week. You're going to check, did you achieve it? Did you not achieve it? What could you have? It's like retrospective. If you're a tech person, you know the way you do retrospective and all that. That's literally how it is, right? So you're going through all these things. You're checking, did I achieve it? Did I not achieve it? Okay, if I did not achieve it, what can I do better? How can I achieve it? What are the tactics that I can change, right? No problem. And it's very important to know that when you're doing your weekly accountability meeting, when you're writing your weekly goals, you're not supposed to add new things, right? I mean, there are certain situations whereby you can add new things, but you should not add more than one or two goals, like one or two goals to your 12-week year, right? Now, with the 12-week year, for each goal, you're supposed to have tactics. What are tactics? Tactics are like the actions you're going to take to achieve the goal, right? So let's say, for instance, my goal is to get monetized on YouTube, right? That is a goal. But what am I supposed to do to get to that goal, right? I'm supposed to edit videos. I'm supposed to upload videos. I'm supposed to go live. Like, these are several things that you're supposed to do. Now you're going to write those things, and you're going to maybe write that, oh, at the end of every week, I should have maybe edited 5 videos. At the end of every week, I should have gone live for like 7 days. These are just different things that different actions that you are doing to achieve your goal, right? So it's not just about having a goal. It's not just about writing down your goal. You're also writing down how you can achieve that goal. That's one. The next thing you're also supposed to do, before I talk about the next thing you're supposed to do, let me use my snail mucin. So this is a next serum I'm going to be using. This is a snail mucin, and this is from Cosrx. So now that you've written down these goals, the next thing you're supposed to do here is to give your different tactics, the different actions, deadlines. So for instance, now I've written that, oh, I want to read, let's say, 5 books in the month of February, right? No problem, cool. Now, one tactic can be think about books to read for February, right? And that one can be read at least 1 chapter every day, right? Now, the deadline for think of books or choose books for February is going to be different from the deadline for read at least 1 chapter a day. Now, the deadline for look for books for February can be maybe at the end of week 1, or maybe depending on when you're doing it, maybe at the end of week 4. That can be the deadline of think of books for February. Now, the deadline for read at least 1 chapter every day has to be every week. Do you understand? Because at the end of every week, you should have read 7 times or 6 times, depending on how you're doing it. Do you understand, type of thing? Yeah. So that's another thing. For every action you're taking, there should be a deadline. Now, you also put all these different actions against the checkbox. I'll get to the reason why you're putting it against the checkbox, right? So now that you have your goals, you have your actions, you're also supposed to have a list of things that you feel you're going to struggle with. Now, what's the reason for actually writing this down? Again, with your goals, it's very important to write it down, because I see a lot of people that say things like, oh, I know my goals, I don't need to write it down, they're already in my head, like I know everything I'm supposed to do and all of that. Yeah, cool, no problem, you know everything you're supposed to do, yeah? But there is this kind of, what's the word, reality that sets in when you're seeing it physically, right? I remember very well the first week that I did this week accountability meeting. I totally forgotten that you're supposed to use your 12-week goal to set your weekly goals, and from your weekly goals you use that to set your day, right? Because me, I'm a to-do list kind of person. Every day I'm writing to-do list. Oh, these are things I have to do. Because if I don't write these things down, I will forget. Do you understand? So people that say things like all the goals I know I've set for myself, I have it in my head. I'm like, you have a super brain. In as much as, yeah, you will always remember these things, why don't you just leave the space, that space that you're using to put your goals in your head, leave it for something more important and write your goals down. Like, you're not going to die if you write these things down, right? But yeah, we're not going to go into people that don't write their goals. We're just focusing on people that write their goals, right? Now, it is very important, like I was saying, it's very important that you write down things that you feel you're going to struggle with. And I'm saying this because I remember very well that the moment I wrote down that, oh, I was going to struggle with this, I was going to struggle with this, I'm going to struggle with this, it became very real to me. And I started thinking of ways to actually overcome those struggles. I'll explain some of the struggles that I felt I was going to have, and the things that I said I was going to do to actually overcome them. Now, before I say those things, the next product I'm going to be using on my face is the Madagascar Centella Tone Brightening Capsule Ampoule, and this is what it looks like. This is from Skin 1004. This is also a niacinamide and a brightening serum. So some of the things I felt I was going to struggle with was going live on YouTube. Again, as at that period, I had not gone live on YouTube for, like, I've not gone live on YouTube like very well regularly and all that. So I was still very shy in terms of, oh, imagine I'm live and all that, and there's nobody on the live. Like, how am I going to feel? Like, all those things were sat back of my mind. Right now, if there's one person on my live, I will talk as if I'm talking to thousands of people. Right now, I have just 3 people. But I'm talking as if I'm talking to thousands of people because, in the game, I don't know where this video is going to go, right? I don't know who else is going to watch this video when I am done with it. So I should not be thinking of the present, right? But that was one of my fears, the fact that nobody was going to watch, and at the same time, the fact that I was really scared of coming live. So that was something that I knew I was really scared of. Now, what I did to overcome that struggle, yeah, was that whenever it was time for me to come live, yeah, I'll tell my sister, I'll tell my friend that, you know what, on so day, by so time, I'm supposed to go live. Please, if by, for some weird reason, yeah, for some weird nonsense that's happening, you don't see me, please, start blowing up my phone. I start blowing up my phone, be calling me. I'll never forget the very first day that I was supposed to go live, right? Oh no, not the first day I was supposed to go live. I think sometime in December period I was supposed to go. That was around the period I was supposed to start going live regularly, right? So I was supposed to be doing my nighttime routine every day. I was supposed to start the nighttime routine by 8 o'clock. By 7:55, I'd not had my bath. So I was telling my sister that my sister then texted me that, oh, see you in 5 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool, no problem. I was like, you know, I have to quickly go and to have my bath. But I could not finish having my bath in like 5 minutes, right? Before I came out of the shower, my sister was calling me. And I was like, calm down, I'm coming. She was like, you say you're going to be here by 8. You're not here by 8. And I was like, I am coming. I did not expect this girl to stress me the way she stressed me. I was like, you know what? If I don't come on this live session, my sister she's going to fly over and she's going to deal with me. So I just had to like do it. Do you understand? And again, that push made me realize that, you know what? There are people that are actually rooting for me. There are people that want me to succeed at this thing that I'm doing. So I can't even be faffing around. Do you understand? And that thing that I felt that I was going to struggle with was going on a walk. So I felt I was going to struggle with going on a walk because the schedule that I had, yeah, it wasn't really working for me. So in my head, I was like, you know, what I can do is, rather than go on a walk in the evening after work when I'm already tired, I'll go on a walk in the middle of the day when I still have energy, right? So that was it. That one was good. I didn't even write that I was going to struggle with going to the gym. But this past 2 months, yeah, I struggled a lot with going to the gym. Again, I think because I was not feeling too well. The flu was just messing me up. Like, this week I'm fine. Next week I'm seeing some children that they've gotten flu from nursery. And next week again, I'm falling ill again. I'm just like, it was just like back-to-back illness. I was just like, you know what, this January, February was not for me because I was just falling ill back-to-back. But I still kind of made it work, right? This week that we just finished, this current week, yeah, this is the only week that I felt myself 100%. Like I didn't feel sick, I didn't feel tired, I didn't feel stressed, nothing. Like, and I'm so happy. I'm telling you guys, sometimes, yeah, we'll have perfect health and we don't really dig it, yeah, that there are so many people that are not actually okay, like mentally, physically, like they're down. Well, yeah, you with your full mobility and everything, you're just fapping around doing nonsense, right? Wasting your time. And it is when you're actually sick, you will realize that, you know what, I've been wasting my time. Like, see, currently this period, I've just been deeping a lot of things. I've been thinking a lot, and whatever stage I'm in right now, I'm starting to have this gratitude attitude. That was nice. Gratitude attitude. Let me write that down. That's the hashtag for March. The hashtag for March is gratitude attitude. Did you guys hear that? Gratitude attitude. I have to write it down. If I don't write it down, I'm very upset with myself. Gratitude attitude. Because I look at where I am currently in life, right? I mean, it's not like my life is 100% perfect and I don't have troubles and all of that. But at the same time, there are people that are actually way worse situations than I am in right now. But they are thankful. They are hopeful. Like, do you understand? Like, it makes no sense for me to just be down and be like, do you know what? I don't like where my life is right now. I need me to do something about it. I'm just bitching about. Do you understand? That's why I'm saying the gratitude attitude. Like, I do not have that time to bitch around. It's either I change my situation or I shut up. Do you understand? If I'm not making any change, if I'm not making any positive change towards changing where I am, my situation, shut the fuck up. Do you understand? Like, why are you complaining? What are you actually complaining about? You're just complaining and you're not making any change. So what is the point of the complaint, right? But yeah, I digress. So like I said, yeah, I was talking about the fact that I found out things that I felt that I was going to struggle with, and told my sister about it, told my friend about it, and did she help me, keep me accountable, make sure that I'm in the right path, and everything is going on well, right? Cool, no problem. And 5 weeks into this weekly 12 weeks work 12 weeks challenge, yeah, I realized that the things I wrote that I was going to struggle with, I didn't struggle with any of them. The ones that I was 100% positive and sure that, I can never struggle with this, those were the things I was struggling with. In my head, I'm like, and you would think, to some extent, you're like, I know myself, I'm not going to struggle with this, right? And those were the things I was actually struggling with, and it was never making any sense, right? But then again, that's where the self-introspection comes in. That's where the honesty comes in. Because if you're honest with yourself, you'll be able to grow. If you're honest with yourself, you'll be able to get better, right? If week on week I keep on coming here, because I come here and I say, okay, do you know what, I'm doing the 12 weeks challenge and all of that, and I make it seem like, do you know what, I don't have any struggle, everything is going on well. I'm not being honest with myself, one, and I'm not helping myself. Just I'm lying to myself. What am I going to gain from lying to myself? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to achieve the goal I've set out to myself to achieve. If I come here to lie to you guys that, oh, I achieved the goal 100% and all of that, when I'm done pretending, yeah, I'll be looking at myself in the mirror and calling myself a fraud. Like, I'll be calling myself a fraud. Do you get that type thing? So, yeah, it is very, very important. Like I said, it's very important that you do not lie to yourself, because if you're lying to yourself, you're actually just messing yourself up. Simple as that. Now, before I go in with, because yeah, that's literally about the whole explanation about the 12-week year and all of that. The next thing I'm going to be talking about right now is my week. That's week 9, because currently we're on week 9. Again, yeah. This week was very fast, yeah. This week started, and I don't believe that this week has already ended. And I'm looking at myself like, February is gone, we're in March. we're currently entering week 10. What have I achieved? I have just week 10, week 11, and week 12 to make sure that the goals that I've written down for myself here, I achieve them, right? So again, this is where the sense of urgency comes into play, right? If there are things on my list that I feel that I've been faffing around, I've not been really doing, this is the time where I need, that's to me, if I want to achieve these goals, right? This is the time where I need to put in double the work, do double the work, put in double the effort to make sure that I achieve those goals, right? There's no time. We don't have time. Like, when week 10 right now, next week, week 11, next week, 12, and excuse me, after week 12, next thing we have to talk about week 13 slash planning a new set of 12-week year. Now, with that planning a new set of 12-week year slash week 13 is going to be a full blown, like I have to structure that video in a way whereby I'll talk about my experience, talk about the 12-week year. Let me write it down, because now that everything's in my head, this is how ideas come to me, you guys. Ideas will come, and if I don't write it down, it is gone, and I'm thinking of something else again. I have to talk about my experience, talk about the 12-week year, talk about the fact that I'll also say stuff on if I what's the word? If I recommend it or not. Another thing is that I would maybe also go over the book, because I think that for the 13th week slash ending of the 12th week and all that, there are things you're supposed to also know about and all that. So I'll check the book again to just go over it and make sure that I have everything covered. But yeah, that's literally it. Like I said, the week has started again. We have to make sure that we don't mess ourselves up this week and we make progress with our lives, because if you don't, you're doing yourself, like I said. Anyways, the next product I'm using is the Lacura Pro Night Advanced Face Serum All-in-One Recovery Complex. And this is what it looks like. And I got this at, I think, Aldi. And I really like this because it's really, really moisturizing. And I use it just at night. It's really moisturizing. Yeah. So when I'm done my skincare, I will start, because I don't touch my laptop with my skincare hands. When I'm done my skincare, we'll look into the my week, how it went. Then we're going to plan the new week, right? Personally, I feel that this week, week 8, was the best week. I don't know if it is because we're close to the end of the week and I've not gotten any 80-something%, and I'm just like, you're a nonsense human being. I don't know if that's the reason why, but yeah, do you know what? I'm very excited about this week. This was really, really good. I was really intentional about this week. I made sure to kind of go. Oh, I love the way my skin feels. I made sure to check my week 9, and do that in accordance with and plan my day, rather plan my different days with my week, the weekly goals I set for myself. The next product I'm going to be using on my face is this cream. This is the Faded Serum, and this is supposed to help with hyperpigmentation, acne, spots, and all of that. I don't know if it is working, but I always say I don't know if this thing is working, because a friend of mine already told me that she finished like 2 tubes and it did not work for her. Ever since she told me that, and I'm just like, God, I can't believe that I'm going to go through this smelling serum and then it's not going to work. So I'm just being positive at this point. Even though I always say, God, this smell is horrible. Even though very choking too. Even though I always say that, oh, I don't know if it is working. At the same time, I'm trying to be very positive, because when I'm done with this, I'm going to fling it there. This thing just reminds me of the sunscreen that I got. I don't know why I told myself that I wanted to try sunscreen, a different sunscreen than what I'm using. I found the sunscreen that worked for me. Why the hell am I trying something else? Well, it's not even the one I'm trying It's cheaper. Do you understand? It's not cheaper. Oh, I think it's even more expensive. And I'm using this sunscreen, and this sunscreen is costing like proper white. Like white, my face is white. And I'm just like, God, how did I get myself into this mess? Like, why did I even do this to myself in the first place? This does not make any sense. But yeah. I was even when I started this live session, I was singing a song, and that song has been ringing in my head non-stop. Like that song is just there. I went to the gym today. Yeah. You guys, I went to the gym 6 times this week. Hey, I can't actually believe it. And I went to the gym 6 times this week, right? I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today is 1st of March, right? Yeah, today is 1st of March. Good. Now, in total, for February, I went to the gym for 7 days. So what that means is that for the month of February, 5 days out of the 7 was this week. That shows you how shit my gym whatever was this week. It was really bad, really bad. To be fair, on some days I was not home because this month was my birthday. So what am I doing at home during my birthday period, right? Why am I not outside? So I wasn't at home, but at the same time, this month was very bad when it comes to the gym. I'm just hoping that the month of March is better. Though the month of March, on Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. I don't know if you're Catholic. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday, so it means that we're going to start fasting, abstaining from meat. Well, that's what I'm doing this period. I'm going to be fasting and abstaining from meat during on Fridays. Then I'm also going to be trying to go for Stations of the Cross in the evening on Fridays. I don't know what the timeline is here, but yeah, I'll try and make it work. I mean, I have no excuse not to go. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the cream that I just used. The last cream I just used is the Lacora Pro Night Plus Face Cream Rejuvenating Night Cream. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to dry this out to my hand fan. The nations are waiting, the people are hungry, oh. The master is in need of vessels, so I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me, oh. I will make Jesus proud, will be many, the nations are waiting. Oh my God, I think I saw a TikTok video or something of people dancing to this song, and I was just like, oh, God in heaven, this song is so good. I went to the gym today, I spent 45 minutes at the gym, and I listened to this song for like 30 minutes out of 45 minutes. I listened to this song for like 30 minutes out of 45 minutes. That's the thing about me, yeah. Once I find a song that I like this, I'm not going to stop. We're going to listen to it forever. Like, I'll listen to it to the extent that my husband is going to be like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay. Stop listening to this song. That is how bad it's going to be. Like, but yeah, I will make Jesus proud. We be many, the nations are waiting. So now that I'm done with my skincare, last thing I'm going to use is my lip balm. This is very tiny. It's mint and I'm not ready for the mint to disturb my mouth this evening. So let me clean my hand. I'll clean my hand with my wipes. Here's the my shouting. So now, hi, hello. So I just want to clean my hand, and then after this, we're going to go over to the weekly accountability meeting like I always do. And yeah, today's one is going to be really, really fast because I think most of the things that I said I was going to do, I did. So there'll be no explanation. There'll be no explanation. There'll be no, yeah, I said I was going to do this, but I did not do it because I did everything. Well, not everything. I don't think everything, but yeah. All right. Let my hand get tired a little bit. I will make Jesus proud. We be many. The nations are waiting. Babe, can you see, babe? You guys can you see my hand? My nails. I love them so much. The people wow. Hello, hi. The master is in need of vessels, so I pledge my allegiance to the one who has called me. Oh, thank you. I will make Jesus proud. We be many. By the way, if you guys are on this session and you guys are Catholics, do not forget Wednesday is what's the word? Ash Wednesday. I just want to clean my glasses before I wear it, because I'm sure my glasses have like makeup. So like tiny makeup here and there. Ooh. Oh, it feels so good to see in 3D. You're pretty. Oh, thank you. Yes, Mal, back to my serious face. Yes, so we're going to be talking about week 9. And for week 9, the first goal I have here is, excuse me. First goal, before I even continue, let me look at the poll. Ooh, this is good. We have 10 votes. So 90% say really good, 10% say not so good. That means nine people say really good, 1% says not so good. Hopefully it gets better next week. So the first goal I have here is improve my relationship with God. And for improve my relationship with God, the first thing I have here is read my Bible each day, praise and worship every day, attend Hallelujah Challenge. I'm here to say I did everything. This is my first time watching you. I'm from Australia. Oh, that's nice. Oh, thank you. Yes, so I read my Bible every day. I did praise and worship every day. And the third one is attend Hallelujah Challenge, which I did. So that's really good. The next goal is to read a business book. And the first is to complete the Lean Startup book. I did not complete it, but I'll just set it that I completed it. I'll get back to the reason why I not completed. I think I've already spoken about it on the channel. If it's not on the channel, that means maybe it's one of the vlogs that I'm recording currently. But yeah, the next one I have here is figure out match business read, which I have already done. So now let's even talk about the Lean Startup. This book is the first, okay, yeah, it was on TikTok that I made a video about it. This book is the first book that is going on my DNF pile, and I am not even sad about it. I don't feel a certain way about it. I don't feel upset. I don't feel ashamed. Like, in fact, I'm even upset to myself that I got to this stage. I'm very upset to myself that I got to this stage, that I waited till month end before I realized that, this book is shit. To be fair, it's not shit per se, yeah. So let's say the first 30 to 40% of the book, there are lessons there. They're saying certain things, right? But after you get past that 35-40% mark, it's just being everything the guy is saying is just being repeated. And to me, yeah, if it is being repeated in a different language, maybe different example, I can understand. But it is being repeated the same way. And I'm just like, what? Okay, so what's the point of actually reading this book to the end if you're going to say the same thing from chapter 5 till chapter 14? So why am I reading this book? what am I exactly getting from this book? At some point, I realized that when I'm highlighting here, because I was using my pen to like just rule out things, I realized I'm reading the same thing, and I'm like, this doesn't even make any sense. Like, and no wonder I found it really difficult to read the book. I struggled to read this book a lot. Like, I'll start the book and I get to a page, I get to the next page, and I'm just like, okay, I beg, this book is not going down well. I'm not interested in this. I'm not going to stress myself. And now, this week that just passed, on I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember, I read this book for like 4 hours. That was when I realized that something is actually wrong somewhere. Something is really, really wrong somewhere. That's when I realized that, right? And on Friday, I tried reading this book again. So I went to chapter 14, read chapter 14. I was just skimming through, okay, like, what am I going to see? What am I going to see that is different? Like, what am I going to gain from this particular section and all that? Like, maybe so I'll get something from the ending, right? Nothing. I just closed it and said, I will not do this to myself. I'm buying this book. I bought this book with my money, right? This book is supposed to serve me, right? This book is supposed to serve me. I'm not supposed to serve this book. So I'm not going to be ashamed. I think that I'm going to tweet about it, or maybe go on Fable and write a post or something. Do not be ashamed to put books in your TNF. If you don't relate with them, put them there. Your books are supposed to be for your pleasure, right? Or your entertainment, or you're learning something from it. If you're not learning something from it, if it is not entertaining you, if it's what is the point, right? So I just set the book aside, like, I'm not interested in this, and I'm moving on. So yeah, that's it. The third goal for this month, or rather this week, was to lose 5 kg, right? The first is to take at least 1,500 calories every day, which I did. Go to the gym 5 times a week. I said I went 6 times, right? I went 6 times. What do you know? Please go to the gym 5 times a week has been on my list every week in February, and I did not go. I did not mark it. So today I'm going to take this. I'm so excited because I'm like, yes, at last I've done it. Cycle once a week, which I did. Go on a walk 3 times a week, which I did. So go. This might be the first time I might get like 100. Now for goal 4 is get monetized on YouTube. And the first video, or the first goal is schedule 1 video on YouTube, which I did. Shoot at least 1 video, which I did. Currently shooting a YouTube vlog. Upload at least 2 shorts, which I did. Go live every day. Did I go live every day? I think I did. I think I went live every day. If I'm not mistaken, I think I went live every day. So this is done. Now the next one is drive in the UK. Read for my theory test 5 times a week, which I did. Now the last goal is saving more. Do not buy unnecessary things. This week, did I buy any unnecessary thing? I can't remember buying anything. The only thing that I feel that I bought, I don't know if it's unnecessary or if it's necessary, is Chimamanda's new book. Oh my God, you guys. The Queen, Chimamanda, released a new book. And I think today was the day she went to Waterstones. If I'm not mistaken, I was actually supposed to go. I really wanted to go. I really wanted to see her, but I could not make it. So she released a new book, Dream Counts. And that book, the paperback, no, is it the paperback or the hardcover? The hardcover was going on sale for like £10, like half the price. I was like, please, I need to get it. I need to get this book. And that's the only thing I bought. But in my head, I'm like, it's not necessary. Today, again, I went to, I'm really excited about today. And this is the reason why I'm going to mark this as, like, done. I went to the works today, and there were new books. And I was like, God, these books are calling me. These books are calling me. But I ended up not buying any book. And I was like, I cannot actually believe it that I went here and I did not buy anything. So, yeah, that was good. Now that I am done with my what's the word? Now that I am done with my, what am I calling this? The weekly accountability meeting, marking myself and all of that. The next thing you're going to do is get your execution score. Now to get your execution score, what you do is you get the total number of tactics done divided by the total number of tactics times 100. So let's say, for instance, you have 10 tactics in total. but you completed just 8. So it's like 8 over 10 times 100 to get your score, right? So for me, your girl completed everything. The very first time that I decided to take this thing serious, like very serious, I'm very like intentional, right? I got 100. So yeah, I'm a star girl. Now, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're moving over to week 10, and we're going to be planning our week. And I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited about this. Hopefully everything goes really well. I'm really excited for week 10. I feel that week 10 is going to be really good. And week 10 is going to be like week 9. I have to believe that week 10 is going to be like week 9. I think by week 10 is going to be like week 9. So let me see. Now for week 10, the first one I have here is improve my relationship with God. So we're just going to go through everything again, and I'm going to add some tactics. I'm also going to remove some tactics, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm removing some tactics and the reason why I'm adding some tactics. For improving my relationship with God, I have read my Bible each day, praise and worship every day, attend Hallelujah challenge. I'm going to add, I think, 2 more. The first is fast on Friday and attend Stations of the Cross. And the next is go for Ash Wednesday. So those are the 2 things I'm going to be adding this week. So fasting on Friday and attending the Stations of the Cross, then going to church on Ash Wednesday for Ash. Now the second goal for me here is read a business book. What I had last week was complete the list startup, figure out match business read. But for this week, because we are no longer reading the lean startup and we have a new book, by the way, let me show you guys. Hopefully this book does not disappoint me, because I'll be very upset. Like when I mean upset, I'll be very angry if this book disappoints me. This is the new book for the month. This is Competing Against Luck. And this is a story of innovation and customer choice by Clayton Christensen, Taddy Hall, Karen Dillon, and David Duncan. So this is what we're going to be reading. So I am going to write read one chapter. I can do 1 chapter every day. So you still use your mouth to type. You won't fight people. People valuable. Please go away. Read 1 chapter every day of Competing Against Luck. Now for week 3, or rather for goal 3, we have lose 5 kg. Take 1,500 calories every day. Go to the gym 5 times a week. That is still going to be there. Cycle once a week is still going to be there. Go on a walk 3 times a week is still going to be there. And now we're going to have juice for 3 days. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Do you know? Let me put 2 days, because I said 3 days, but I'll put 3 days. I'll push myself. So just for 3 days, right? So the next one is get monetized on YouTube. Schedule 1 video on YouTube. Schedule at least one. Schedule at least 1 video on YouTube. Shoot at least 1 video. Upload 2 shorts. Go live every day. So that's going to remain the way it is. Week 5, read for my theory test 5 times a week. Then week 6, or rather go 6, saving more, do not buy unnecessary things. So I think this is really, good. Everything looks good, and we are ready for week 10. We're ready for week 10. So hopefully we actually do everything we say we're going to do. Hopefully everything works out. And yeah, I think that brings me to the end of today's weekly accountability meeting. I had fun doing this, really had a good time. I'll most likely see you guys tomorrow after church. I might spend most of my time just reading. I might be reading, I might be juicing, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try as much as possible to go live tomorrow. So I don't want to be tired after church. So we'll figure it out. Last we have to figure it out. Remember that I said that I'm this close to getting the watch hours, at least the first level of monetization, right? So things I do today and tomorrow, most especially, are going to, help me towards achieving that goal. But yeah, that brings me to the end, like I said, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my live session tomorrow. Have an amazing night. Bye.